I'm
Hi.
Husna Banjara. I'm a clinical psychologist and a counselor working in this field of mental health for the past 26 years. I'm very, very happy and honored to be sharing some of my knowledge with y'all also and take back knowledge from y'all because y'all have got experience in age and many other relationships, which and you all can also share your knowledge with us. So I'm very, very honored and privileged to be here. I am from Mumbai. I have worked in various schools, colleges. Right now, I have my own private practice from home. Apart from being a therapist, I'm also a mother to a 17-year-old daughter. I like reading. I like watching Bollywood movies. Shah Rukh Khan is my favorite actor. And I unwind by watching movies and going for walks and interacting with my friends now on Zoom calls and stuff like that. So I like doing these things in my free times. I also like cooking. So I experiment with a lot of food. So that's how I keep my sanity. So today we are going to just talk basically about mental health. क्या है मेंटल हेल्थ? आजकल हम लोग इतना सुन रहे हैं, हर न्यूज़पेपर, हर चैनल, हर इंस्टाग्राम पोस्ट, फेसबुक, एवरीवेयर वी आर लर्निंग ओनली मेंटल हेल्थ, मेंटल हेल्थ, मेंटल हेल्थ. बाकी तो कुछ होता हो एंड कोरोना, यही दो चीज आर देयर एवरीवेयर. आई वांट टू स्टार्ट बाय आस्किंग यॉल व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज मेंटल हेल्थ. आपके हिसाब से आपको क्या लगता है मेंटल हेल्थ है? साले, कैन यू अनम्यूट just the first 3 people? Anybody who can tell me कि आपके हिसाब से आपको क्या लगता है मेंटल हेल्थ और मेंटल हेल्थ का इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है हमारे लाइफ में?
Having a positive attitude. Having a positive attitude.
Yes. Okay. Secondly, anybody else?
I would
We
like
can
to
think
say
properly. We can do our work properly. If
Super.
our mental health is good, then we can do our work perfectionly.
Excellent. Anybody else? Last person.
I would like to say
Thank you. God bless everyone.
Yes, ma'am. Continue, please.
सिचुएशन के हिसाब से अपने आप को सही
Thank
जवाब
you.
देना.
Keeping ourselves in good health.
Bye bye
Okay.
everyone.
Right. Absolutely. Saale, unmute. Right. Okay. Now I will start by the first thing is mental health is very, very important. The first slide. Mental health is very, very important. Firstly, because it affects our physical health mainly. तो कई बार ऐसे होता है कि हम लोग इमोशनली बहुत अपसेट होते हैं या वी आर नॉट फीलिंग गुड, वी आर फीलिंग सैड अबाउट समथिंग, तो ऑटोमेटिकली जो हमारा जो बॉडी होता है उसमें हमको थकान लगती है. वी फील टायर्ड, वी डोंट फील लाइक डूइंग एनीथिंग, बट वी डोंट नो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग टू अस. सो बेसिकली इफ यू आर नॉट वेल मेंटली, आपका जो फिजिकल हेल्थ है वो बहुत सिवियर तरीके से अफेक्ट करता है. आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर वन केस विथ यू ऑल रिगार्डिंग दिस. मेरे पास एक 56-year-old पेशेंट आया था फॉर काउंसलिंग. अब ये बंदा जो था वो पिछले 20 years से ही वाज ऑन साइकेट्रिक मेडिकेशन. उसका जो सिम्टम्स था वो बॉडी एक, इतना उसको बॉडी एक होता था कि वो उठ नहीं सकता था बेड से. ओके, ही हैड नो एनर्जी, ही कुडंट डू एनीथिंग, he just would sit in one place. He would not cry, he would not weep, but he had so many aches and pains in his body. एक टाइम पे तो डॉक्टर्स ने उसको सारे टेस्ट के लिए भेजा था, बट उनको they could not find out what is wrong with him. So for 20 years he was on psychiatric medication. The medication also did not help him. Finally he was sent to me for counseling. Through the counseling sessions we realized that this boy had a lot of problems in his family between his mother and his wife. So he could not express it to anybody. He would tell his mother something, mother would tell him, you're not telling your wife. He would tell the wife is telling him, you're not telling your mother. तो वो बीच में बेचारा पिस गया था पूरा. एंड बाद में वो क्या हो गया, वो अपने आप में वो स्ट्रेस लेते गया. वो ना मम्मी को बोल सकता था कुछ, ना वाइफ को बोल सकता. तो वो अंदर ही अंदर वो मरा जा रहा था ये स्ट्रेस ले लेके. इस हिसाब से उसके बॉडी में ये निकला प्रॉब्लम. So this is how physical health affects our mental health. So once he realized that okay, mentally he is not okay, तो physical health पे affect करता है. Now through counseling, he is better. He can voice his concerns. He is better. So this is one way in which mental health affects our physical health. The second one is, we have seen ये marathon के जो runners रहते हैं, वो लोग physically इतने fit होते हैं. They are so fit. Okay? But sometimes you feel कह रहे वो भागते भागते वो बंदा तो मर गया. अभी वो physically तो इतना fit है. But mentally he must have had so much of stress, which is why he collapsed. Right? So the first most important thing is physical health is related to your, mental health is as important as your physical health. So for example, if we have a heart problem, we go and we show a doctor, right? So when you have something bothering you, it is always better you go and you share it with somebody. We will come to that later. Secondly, as somebody said, it helps you to work very, very productively. Absolutely. जिस दिन हम upset होते हैं, हम kitchen में भी जाते हैं खाना बनाने के लिए, हमारा खाना will not get made properly. उसमें नमक ज़्यादा पड़ जाता है या मिर्ची ज़्यादा पड़ जाती है because we are upset. So if it helps you to work productively, similarly with men, when they go to office, जब उनको stress रहता है, they cannot work productively, right? So, but when they are stress-free, their work gets done in an easier and in a better manner. Thirdly, it helps you in making the correct decisions. Many a times when we are angry or we are upset or we are sad, we tend to make wrong decisions in that anger, which we regret later. That has happened many a times. It happens. Or when you're sad with something, you will make emotional decisions. You will not use your head and make it. So your mental health has to be good when you are making a decision, an important decision in your life. Fourthly, it helps you to be content. It helps you to be happy in your life. You don't have any stress. You have no tensions in your life. It also helps you to make good and healthy relationships with people. अगर हम mentally upset होते हैं, हम लोग चिड़चिड़े होते हैं, तो हम लोग दूसरे लोग पे बड़बड़ करते हैं, उनके ऊपर हम हमारा गुस्सा निकालते हैं. तो हमारी जो interpersonal relationships है, those are also not proper if our mental health is not okay. Saleh, next slide, please. Next slide. No, next, not this one. No, next one. Yes. So the first point is the mental health can affect your physical health. We have all heard healthy mind is a healthy body. Second is it helps you to have healthy and good relationships with people around you. Thirdly, it helps you to work productively. Fourthly, it helps you to be content and happy in life. Fifth, it keeps you stress-free. Sixth, it helps in correct decision making. Okay, next slide, Saleh. Okay, after this, we come to a point where what does that affect mental health? क्या चीजें हैं जो हमारे mental health को affect करती है? The first one is biological, which could be genetic or it could be because of a chemical imbalance in the brain. So illnesses like schizophrenia, bipolar, they are normally genetic or there is a little bit of chemical imbalance in the brain. Sometimes even जो लोगों को severe depression होता है, that is also because of a chemical imbalance in the brain. Then the next one is trauma. Sometimes people who go through parental divorce, at a young age, जब उन लोग domestic violence देखते हैं अपने parents के हिसाब के प्रति, like the father is hitting the mother, father has extramarital affair, or they are seeing this, those scars continue right till adulthood and even till old age. They do not get, so these kind of people who come from this kind of a background, they normally have problems in their own relationships, but they can't figure out what the reason for the problem is because it's buried deep down inside them. That's the first one. Second one is any kind of abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse. Okay, I will share a very important, very, very interesting case with you all. I'm working currently with this 18-year-old girl who's a medical student. Okay, she came to me with severe OCD. OCD is obsessive compulsive disorder. मीनिंग वो जब नहाती है वो लड़की, वो 2-2 घंटे लगाती है नहाने के लिए, वो इतना अपने बॉडी को स्क्रब करती है वो नहाते हुए कि उसको दर्द होता है नेक्स्ट डे. ओके, जब वो नहाती है वो ये करती है, वरना 10-10 दिन तक वो नहाती नहीं है. उसको पीरियड्स आते तो वो 8 दिन नहाती नहीं है वो लड़की, बट वो नहाती है तो वो 2-3 घंटे लेती है नहाने के लिए. Okay. Now, can anybody tell me why this girl would be doing it? Just the first two people. Yes. Yes, please. Sally,
She's got
unmute.
some guilt. She has got some guilt in her. She has seen somebody must have, offended
Abused
her
her
in
in
the
the
beginning or
childhood.
something like that.
Okay. Anything else? Yes. What else?
And that is why she's reacting. She's scrubbing it. Actually, she's trying to, scrub all the guilt out.
Yes. Anybody else?
Depression because of
Yes.
depression.
Abused.
Sorry.
He had been abused.
Yes. Absolutely. So her thing is not of guilt. It was abused by a relative, okay, which went on for some time. And during that abuse, she was getting abused by other people also. And she hadn't told anybody in the house. Nobody was aware of it, okay. So when she came to me the first time, she said, I want to wash it out. I want to wash it out, okay. Those were her things. So finally, after like 6-7 sessions, we came to the thing. She started viewing her body as dirty. Very dirty. So it was not so much of the guilt, it was her body was violated, and because of that she felt that my body is dirty. So periods in her mind was already dirty. It's dirty according to some religions, like you become dirty, you're not clean according to certain religions, right? So anyways her body was dirty. So during periods she did not want to scrub her body because she is anyways dirty. But when she didn't have a period, she wanted to think my body is dirty, I have to wash it out. So see, now this is a case of OCD, but how it is related back to your childhood. Okay, then, so this is your life experiences with trauma and abuse. One more very interesting case I would like to share with you all is I'm working with this 52-year-old, very, very successful man working in a very top multinational company in Bombay. He came to me because he started making a lot of silly mistakes at his work. Now, the reason for the silly mistake was because the boss used to, keep firing him and was bullying him. He was one of those bosses who used to keep bullying him and tell him rubbish about himself. So one of the things the boss used to keep telling him, you're worthless and you're useless. This guy started believing it. Now, this again stems back to childhood, because when he was growing up, as he was growing up, his father used to keep telling him, you are useless, you are worthless. Tumse to kuch hota nahi hai. So that was embedded. Secondly, he met a boss who kept telling him this for so many years. So he actually, again, it reinforced the thing what his dad was saying, that he is useless and he is worthless. So this is how your life experiences can play havoc with your mental health, even later on, once the experience is over also. Lastly, your lifestyle is very, very important in affecting your mental health. So, if you don't have any physical activity, if you're sluggish, if you're just sitting or you're sleepy, you feel lazy, you don't feel like doing anything, you don't know what is happening. So your physical activity output is very, very important. Secondly, if you are using substance, if you're using things like cigarette, weed, too much of alcohol, that also affects your mental health. We've seen people under the influence of alcohol or drugs, they do certain behaviors which they go on to regret later on. So even substance abuse plays a very, very important role in your mental health. Sally, next slide, please. Thirdly, unhealthy food habits, too much of junk food, eating the wrong kinds of food, having too much of caffeinated drinks, aerated drinks. आजकल ये सारे बच्चे जो Red Bull पीते हैं, that is also very, very harmful to your mental health. Fourthly, lack of sleep. Lack of sleep is a very, very important thing. If we don't sleep properly in the night, the next day we get up feeling very sluggish, feeling drowsy. We don't want to do anything. We are irritable at our relatives or at our family members. So lack of sleep is very important. Lastly, and the most important thing, what is happening today in the world is the thing which is affecting mental health is the lockdown and the COVID-related stressors. So we psychologists are dealing with a lot of people who have COVID anxiety, lots of them. So I'll briefly just touch upon this topic because everybody is going through it. Most people are going through the lockdown and COVID related stressors. So mental health has been really affected by the lockdown. Emotions which are coming out are anxiety, fear of the future. Aage kal kya hoga hame? There's guilt. There is fear of getting out of the house. People are getting frustrated sitting at home. People are getting irritated. Young people are feeling the fear of losing parents. Loved ones are getting, we are feeling कि हमारे loved ones को हो जाएगा, so they are going to die. There's a lot of chaos in the human mind right now because they see a very uncertain future. They don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. So a little bit of this anxiety is okay. I mean, we have to be wary, we have to use sanitizers, we have to wear our masks when we get out. But what happens is when it stops your day-to-day living and your day-to-day functioning is when you have to take notice of the anxiety which is going on in your mind. So one of the ways, very good ways, is for this COVID is that keep a routine for yourself. What is happening is because of this COVID, people don't have a schedule, including me, sleeping at any time, getting up at any time, because there's nothing to do really. So start by keeping a schedule, start by sleeping at a fixed time, getting up at the right time, do little exercise, eat healthy khana. That's the only way we can take care of ourselves. Eat healthy khana, your immunity has to be built, have your zinc supplements, have your vitamin C supplements, sleep well, and most important, be very clear that the pandemic is going to end. Nothing is permanent in this world, it will end. And lastly, learn to value the freedom which we have had. Right now, we're all sitting like caged birds in our own houses. So learn to value the freedom we have had, respect the environment, accept that some amount of fear is normal. Secondly, avoid a lot of COVID-related news because of the media also hypes it up. Just as there are people dying, there are more number of people getting well and coming back home, which is not shown in the media. I personally know a lot of people who, after the vaccine, have got very, very mild forms of COVID, or even normally have got very mild forms of COVID, and they have come back home. So try and not get too much of information about what is happening on the COVID scene. That's what I do. I hardly read any information pertaining to this because then it starts upsetting you. So restrict your information, restrict it to one news channel, restrict it to some credible channel which you can watch. Okay, so these are the factors that affect mental health. Salin, next slide. Okay. Now, these are, no, the other one. No, the other one, previous one. No. Signs that you may have a mental illness. Yes. Okay. Now, there are some signs that maybe our mental health is not how it should be. Okay, but these symptoms have to last for at least 2 weeks or more every day. So mainly there is a change in eating or sleeping habits. So either you're eating too much food or you're not eating food at all. Either you're sleeping too much or you're not getting any sleep. Extremes. Secondly, there is a withdrawal from people. You don't want to interact with anybody. You don't want to talk to anybody. किसी का फोन आता है, बोलते नहीं, मुझे मन नहीं है बात करने का. कोई घर पे आता है मिलने के लिए, या somebody is trying to initiate a conversation with you in the house. You feel नहीं यार, मुझे नहीं बात करना है इसके साथ. Okay. Or there is a withdrawal from activities which you once enjoyed. So for example, if you enjoyed reading, you don't feel like reading anymore. You don't feel like watching TV anymore. You don't feel like going for a walk. You don't feel like cooking. You don't feel like doing many things which you enjoyed doing before. Thirdly, you have no energy. You feel fatigued. You feel tired. You feel मुझे कुछ नहीं करना है यार, मुझे उठना ही नहीं है बेड में से, मुझे सोते ही रहना है. Yeah, even if you're not getting sleep, you're just lying on the bed listlessly. Unexplained aches and pains. मतलब आपको पता नहीं है, लेकिन आपका पैर दुख रहा है, आपका हाथ दुख रहा है, आपकी बैक दुख रही है, आपका सर दुख रहा है, but there is no cause. like this client of mine who came to me, uska sare uske test karwaye, sab karwaye, everything was normal with him, everything was normal. So again, unexplained aches and pains, आपको पता नहीं है, but कभी आप उठ रहे हैं, आपका स्टमक दुख रहा है, आपका सर दुख रहा है, ठीक है, फिर आप गए, आप टेस्ट करवाए कुछ, लेकिन सब नॉर्मल है टेस्ट में, बट तो भी आपका पेन कंटिन्यूअस है. So this is one very important case with this. There was this little girl who comes to us, okay? वो 6 महीने हॉस्पिटल में थी, सारे उसको बहुत पेट में दुखता था, तो पेरेंट्स ने पहले जीपी पे लेके गए, उनको डॉक्टर्स के पास लेके गए, दवा दिए, कुछ नहीं हुए, फिर डॉक्टर्स ने बोला ठीक है उसको एडमिट करो हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट किया. 6 महीने वो लड़की हॉस्पिटल में थी, उसके सारे टेस्ट करवाए थे. दिस वाज अ गर्ल हु वाज आई थिंक 8 years old. सारे उसके टेस्ट करवाए, सब करवाए, एवरीथिंग वाज ओके इन द रिपोर्ट. At one time, the parents even thought कि शायद उसको she has cancer. 6 months back they did, nothing came out of the reports. Finally, then the doctors told them, looks like there's some other issue. Why don't you show her to a psychologist? Girl came to me after 2 sessions, came to know that she was being bullied in school by her classmates, and those friends had threatened her कि अगर आप इसको कुछ बोलोगी तो we will kill you. So that girl kept everything within herself. She did not tell her parents, and this was the result why she was getting these aches and pains. So once she confided this into me, everything was sorted out. She was absolutely okay. Within 2 sessions after that, once she spoke to me, everything was normal, and she's about 10 years old now, and she's absolutely fine. So these are the way your unexplained aches and pains can also play havoc with your mental health. Fifth, you're feeling very, very helpless or hopeless. You're like, कुछ अच्छा नहीं होने वाला है यार, कुछ होप ही नहीं है, सब बुरा ही होने वाला है, मेरी तो लाइफ ही खत्म हो गई है, ऐसे ही होने वाला है. So you're constantly thinking negative. Again, negative emotions are there. You're always angry, you're irritated, you're depressed, you're upset, you're shouting at people, you're screaming at people every day. Again, not being able to perform daily activities. So if you're getting up and cooking every day, आप नहीं कर रहे हो, आप रोज अगर walk लेने जा रहे हो नीचे building में, अभी तो you can't go, but still if you're doing a little bit of yoga in the house, if you're doing something in the house, you don't feel like going. Or if you were going to buy vegetables, not right now, previously, before the lockdown, then you don't feel like doing that. If you had a hobby which you were doing, you don't feel like doing that. Lastly, most important, self-harm. Either you're harming yourself physically or you're harming somebody else. So these are the signs for poor mental health. See, everybody goes through these sometime or the other. There might be a day I might get up and feel, yaar, aaj mujhe bahut kantala aa raha hai, mujhe nahi banana hai. That is okay. But if such symptoms last for 2 weeks or more, then you need help. I hope everybody is clear.
Clear.
Clear? Okay. Next slide. Okay. So what are some of the tips which everybody can do to improve our mental health? Firstly is you value yourself. Don't be very critical about yourself. See your good points, avoid self-criticism. Treat yourself with kindness and respect. Most important. I have many patients coming to me and telling me, no, yeah, but I deserve this. Because I am bad, no, I deserve it. Why do you deserve it? Treat yourself with respect. Treat yourself with kindness. Make time for hobbies. Anything you like, anything. Just set aside 1 hour a day for that. Secondly, take good care of your body. Eat healthy khana. Don't indulge in drugs, too much alcohol, cigarettes. Lead a disciplined lifestyle. Exercise regularly. Thirdly, surround yourself with positive people. Many a times what happens is when we surround ourselves with negative people who keep complaining about things, वो हमारे में भी आ जाता है. We also learn from them. We also get influenced, affected by their bad mood constantly. We all have people who we know who keep whining, कि यार मेरी तो life ऐसी ही है, I तो deserve this. सारे लोग दुनिया में बुरे हैं. People who talk negatively. So make sure you surround yourself with happy people who are always positive in life. Fourth, very important, is volunteer for a charitable cause. Because what happens is, that's the time we truly realize that we are so blessed. And it gives us a satisfaction of doing something for somebody else who is not as privileged as us. So I have many of my clients who come to me, once they have started volunteering for somebody else, doing anything, they get that satisfaction, which money cannot buy. When you realize that you have made a difference in somebody's life, that reward is much, much more than you earning thousands of rupees or lakhs of rupees, at least in my perspective. Okay. Fifth, learn how to express emotions in a healthy manner. Very important. I'll give you an example. So anger and rage. Okay, so anger is a healthy emotion. Rage is an unhealthy emotion. How you express anger in a healthy way. So you communicate to somebody else, you are angry, but you don't break things, or you don't insult somebody, or you don't start fighting with somebody. That is an unhealthy release of anger. So you have to learn to express your emotions in a healthy way. If you're upset with somebody, don't tell them, tu aisi hai, tere wajah se ye hota hai. No. Tell them, I get upset because, you do this. I know that you don't mean it, but I get upset because of this. So if you communicate your emotions in a healthy manner, the opposite person also understands, and there is no misunderstanding between people. Sixth, most important, is be grateful. Gratitude is the key, because we all have been blessed with certain things which other people don't have. The minute we are grateful for things we have, a lot of our lives problems just go away. I'm happy I'm getting khana thrice a day. Even in this lockdown, there are people who don't get food even once a day. So you be grateful for what you have. So you start focusing on what you have instead of focusing on what you don't have. And lastly, seek help when you need it. So in case you have any of these symptoms, after talking to your friends, relatives, you still feel I'm not feeling better, I'm not feeling good, then you seek help from a professional. Oxalis, next slide, please. Okay, now what are the types of professional help available? So first, when somebody is feeling upset or angry, start by confiding in a friend or in a relative or somebody who's close to you, or your children or your daughter or your daughter-in-law, anybody. Tell them, mujhe aise lag raha hai. If you feel better, fine. If you don't feel better, then please consult somebody for help. So you first go to a psychologist or a psychotherapist. That's somebody like me who talks to the clients. So what we do is we only talk, and through talk therapy, we help you, make you feel better. Okay. Then if the psychologist feels that, okay, this person might be having an organic disorder, or the person might need medication because the chemicals in the brain are not working as they should be working, then the psychologist will refer you to a psychiatrist who might prescribe medication for you. So in some cases, psychiatrist and therapy go hand in hand. But from what I have seen in my career, is not all cases require medication. If you seek timely help by coming to a therapist and talking, within 5 to 6 sessions, you're good to go. So first you go to a psychologist or a psychotherapist. If that person feels that you require help, that person might do certain psychological assessments on you, which are paper pencil tests, nothing intrusive. Then the person will refer you to a psychiatrist if she feels so. If she or he doesn't feel so, you continue with the therapist and do therapy. Okay, if you don't want to go to a psychiatrist, if you don't want to go to a psychotherapist, then what? So nowadays we have a lot of group therapy sessions also happening, in which people who have similar kind of problems form a group, and they have a professional who addresses those issues with them. So that's called group therapy. So supposing 6 people are undergoing mild depression. So you form a group of 6 people who are suffering from mild depression, and the therapist assists them in handling that depression. So these are called as group therapy sessions. There is something else which we term as a support group. So what a support group does is same thing. You have 7-8 people in the support group facilitated by a therapist, and you discuss common day-to-day problems. So for example, if some people have issues with anger, so you take anger as the topic for that session and you discuss all about anger, how to express anger in a healthy way, how to, what do you tell people when you're angry, or what are the exercises you do when you get angry. So this is just one thing what a support group would do. So these are the types of professional help which is available over here, and not everybody requires medication. And even if you do require medication, it's absolutely okay. Your mind is another part of your body. So for example, if we have a heart ailment, wouldn't we run to a cardiologist? We would, right? Oh, in the night, 12 बजे हमारे heart में कुछ हुआ, हम भागेंगे. तो हमारे mind जब ठीक नहीं है, हम क्यों डॉक्टर के पास नहीं जा सकते उसके लिए? And trust me, if your mind is okay, the rest of your body is always okay. I have worked with people who have got terminally ill cancers, and the doctor has given up hope on them. But they have come out of that terminally ill cancer only because their mind has been strong. So much is the power of the mind. Okay, with this, I end my talk. Okay, anybody has any questions, anything, just few questions we can answer, and the rest, you can take my, if anybody requires any more clarification, anything, I'll be most happy to help. You can take my email from Sally and you can connect on that. Yes, ma'am, yes, please. Any questions? Any feedback? Anything?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I?
Of
Somebody
course.
else-
No, please do.
You said there are psychotherapy sessions, group therapy sessions, sorry. Group therapy sessions. Are they very much there in our country also? Are they happening in Mumbai? Do we know
Yes.
it happens?
Yes,
How
yes.
how would we do we? What's the medium of communicating that this thing sessions are happening somewhere?
Medium of communicating meaning?
Like you said, the people can go to for group therapy if they need it. But
Yes.
how would they know? How would they know?
So it
Where
is.
the therapy session-
So people do it. Okay. People do have group therapy sessions, so you can find out through the internet, through Facebook. It's all advertised also.
It is.
It is advertised, and I was just, I don't know, this is an idea which I propose to y'all also. In case everybody is okay, we can start with group therapy sessions for y'all. If y'all are okay with that, if y'all would be happy to join, I would be very happy to do it. So we can take about 5-6 members and we can start with group therapy sessions, so that it's not individual therapy which you're going through, but if your questions and your issues are solved in a group, it will help everybody.
And
I hope I've
another thing-
answered your question, ma'am.
Yes, you have. I
Thank
have
you.
one more comment to make.
Sure, tell me.
Harish Shetty always says there
Yes.
is no health without mental health.
Absolutely. Dr. Shetty is the
I
best.
agree.
Doctor, you're talking about Dr. Harish Shetty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him
always
very well. Yeah. He talks a lot of sense. Yeah, absolutely. There is absolutely no health without mental health. I have actually seen that with patients and I believe in it completely. If your mental health is not okay, ma'am, कुछ भी अच्छा नहीं लगेगा आपको.
You can't solve
आपके
the
पास
difficult problem.
आपके पास सब होगा दुनिया में, but you will not be happy if your mental health is not okay. And if your mental health is okay, everything is good. You may not have everything, but everything will be good. Such is the power of the mind.
Even illness will disappear fast.
Sorry?
Even the illnesses will cure fast.
होगा ही नहीं आपको illness. अगर आपका mental health ठीक है ना, normally illness होगा ही नहीं. I'm telling you, my friend, I'll tell you this, okay? My friend, she had got breast cancer 3 years back. Okay, she got cured out of that. She is 45 now. She has 2 kids. One is as old as my daughter, 17, and the other is a kid in the 10th standard. She got breast cancer 3 years back. She was cured of the breast cancer. Last year in May, she got diagnosed with leukemia. Okay, now leukemia is your death. Everybody knows that. Okay, no matter. And the doctors told her that don't. So many doctors she went and she met in Bombay, the best. They all told her, just go home, spend time with your children. कुछ नहीं होगा आपको. Okay. She met me. I told her, तू कर लेना, क्या फर्क पड़ता है यार? Just keep your mind strong. वैसे भी तू मरने वाली है, ठीक है? Try कर ले. क्या harm होगा try करने में? At least do your bone marrow. She went to Vellore. She did the bone marrow. Her mind was so strong. It's been more than a year. She's alive now. And the doctors are shocked. The doctors are shocked. You know, somebody who's gone through chemotherapy, radiation for stage 3 breast cancer gets leukemia, and she's still alive. It's a miracle. But the fact is, she's still alive, and it's because of the power of the mind. Because her body had no dum in it after going through intensive sessions, but she's still alive. Such is the power of the mind. So Dr. Shetty is right.
Nowadays, I would like to say that many people are undergoing depression because they cannot meet their friends. They cannot go for a walk with them. You know, they become very lonely, you know.
Yes.
So that is the reason many people are feeling lonely, but there are many ways to find out how to come out of loneliness. I joined this group, Saleh's group, and I'm thankful to Saleh for, you know, holding such talks and all that, which, you know, keeps me busy for 1 hour, you know. And also I do my yoga, as I all the time cannot go out because I was to go for 1 hour in the morning walk, then meet friends, we used to go out together, go out for parties, but everything is stopped. But we have to entertain ourselves, you know, by doing something else, like yoga is one of them, which we can do at home. Second thing is join this group like this. Third is join something else, so that we are busy more and more and interacting with people. And so, you know, keeping ourselves absolutely busy.
Absolutely. One more very important thing which works for this loneliness and the depression you're going through is, as I told you, gratitude. So you're happy,
Yes.
you're grateful कि यार हमारे पास घर तो है, हम बोल रहे हैं कि, you know, we are stuck at home.
Yeah.
But we have a roof over our head. There are people who don't have a roof over their head. Last year, there were these migrant workers who walked for miles home without water and without khana. So see, when you automatically think about this, you think of gratitude, all that worry, that anxiety vanishes.
Thank you so much for a lovely talk.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Hansaji. Very nice.
Thank you.
Very happy to listen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
very much.
Any questions? I'll be happy to answer.
Enjoyed a lot.
Thank you, ma'am. So sweet. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now to
Very
learn
informative.
many things.
Yeah.
Very informative and
Thank you.
great.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy you all enjoyed it.
Great laughter
Yes.
also. You are a great
It
laughter.
was a very good talk. It was a very good talk.
Thank you,
Yes.
Hasna. Thank you so much.
Thank
And we
you.
want more sessions from you like this.